Russian armored vehicles stuck in mines. FPV drones pick off fleeing soldiers one by one. Ukraine is launching deadly offensives on the front line from Kursk to Pokrovsk. This is the
And the funny thing is, Kursk is Russia.
face of modern warfare. May 18,
Recent.
2025. The Ukrainian army continues its operations against the enemy in a decisive manner.
Oh, wow.
An FPV drone attacks a Russian vehicle detected on Ukrainian territory. When Russian soldiers see the FPV drone, they get out of the vehicle and start fleeing.
Damn.
FPV drone operators skillfully respond to the soldiers' sudden maneuvers. Panicked soldiers are unable to escape.
Those guys were running for their lives. You know what's crazy is that those drones were just sitting there waiting for a vehicle to come by. That says, I think those were the fiber drones, fiber optic drones with the line. So I don't think the power dies on them because they can get the power from the fiber optics. I think. I could be wrong.
And they could not escape the drone's attack. Another Russian vehicle detected in the area is quickly attacked. After the first attack, the damaged vehicle could not move forward. A second FPV drone makes another attack on the vehicle, and it is rendered unusable. May 18, 2025. A group of Russian motorcyclists on the move on Ukrainian territory are caught on the cameras of reconnaissance drones. Reconnaissance drones are following the Russian soldiers. The enemy group of motorcyclists violates many traffic rules on the move. The 28th Mechanized Brigade of the Ukrainian forces did not want to leave these traffic violations unpunished. They activated remote-controlled mines that were previously placed in the area. When the enemy group entered the desired area, the mine was detonated. The enemy soldiers paid for their mistakes with their lives. May 18, 2025. The Ukrainian army delivered pinpoint strikes on targets of Russian forces on the Kursk front. All strikes were carried out using FPV drones and unmanned aerial vehicles UAVs. The unit that carried out the operation was the Prime Border Guard Unit, a special combat unit of the State Border Guard Service of Ukraine. The Prime Border Guard Unit was normally tasked with ensuring border security away from the front line. However, with the outbreak of the war, this special unit was deployed in active combat zones. The unit is equipped with modern combat technologies. In particular, it is supported by reconnaissance drones, high-resolution surveillance systems, and FPV attack drones. In this way, both reconnaissance, target detection, and pinpoint attacks can be carried out successfully. In this special UAV operation on the Kursk front, many enemy military elements were detected. These included storage facilities, armored vehicles, bases, bunkers, and communication infrastructure. All these targets were attacked with specially prepared FPV drones. These attacks were remarkable in terms of both technological precision and operational speed. The results of the operation were quite impressive. By Ukrainian troops, 18 Russian bunkers, 3 military trucks, 1 Gyatsint B artillery system, 2 UAV control points, 2 communication towers, 1 ammunition depot were destroyed. In addition, 10 Russian soldiers were neutralized. While this operation once again demonstrated Ukraine's competence in the use of FPV drones, it also revealed the technological inadequacies of the Russian army.
Absolutely.
The decisive power of unmanned systems in modern warfare is increasing, and the Prime Union is at the forefront of this new era. May 18, 2025. In eastern Ukraine, near Serebryanka, between Donetsk and Luhansk regions, the Hydra unit appeared on the battlefield. Immediately after spotting 2 Russian soldiers advancing on the terrain, the unit makes a quick decision to attack the enemies advancing.
What are you thinking, dude? There is like no cover whatsoever. None. Are these guys drunk? I don't understand.
On the terrain, the unit makes a quick decision to attack the enemy. When the FPV kamikaze drone approached the Russian soldiers, the enemy soldiers noticed the incoming drone and started to flee.
Wow.
The soldiers maneuvered in different directions. In the first attack, the Russian infantryman survives the kamikaze drone's attack with a few attempts, but he cannot escape further, and the drone neutralizes the soldier. At the same time, another drone was already attacking the other enemy soldier. With a quick attack, the second enemy infantryman was unable to escape from the scene. In the forested terrain of the area, the locations of bunkers used by Russian soldiers were also found. Ukrainian drone operators wanted to close these bunkers completely. Kamikaze drones attacked the bunkers and positions, rendering them completely unusable. A Russian motorcyclist was spotted traveling through the area. Ukrainian FPV drones started chasing the enemy soldier on a motorcycle. The pursuit continued for some time, but the enemy soldier, panicked with fear,
even if one motorcyclist gets through the front line, if the drone can't catch him, even if, you're still just one guy, maybe three guys. That's not going to change too much. I think Ukraine has like 3-to-1 ratio, 3 Ukrainian drones to 1 Russian soldier. Like, they have a lot of drones, so there's really no point.
could not advance any further. The kamikaze drone made a successful attack on the enemy soldier's motorcycle. The enemy soldier, who survived the first attack, immediately hid among the trees. The Ukrainian kamikaze drone had already marked him. With a quick attack, it completely neutralized the enemy soldier. A Russian vehicle that was ready for use nearby was neutralized by an effective attack by the drone operators. The attacked vehicle was completely destroyed with a huge explosion. The Ukrainian army is constantly conducting sweeps to ensure the security of the Donetsk region. The detected enemy element is neutralized regardless of the size of the target. Thanks to this resolute defense approach, every Russian target that steps into the region faces a fatal outcome. FPV drone units of the armed forces of Ukraine carried out an intensive attack in the Pokrovsk direction in the Donetsk region. These strikes destroyed a large number of Russian infantry and military equipment. The FPV drones were guided to the targets with high precision and delivered direct hits. The footage of the strikes clearly demonstrates how the Ukrainian military effectively uses modern combat technologies. The Pokrovsk direction in particular has recently become one of the most critical points on the front line. Ukrainian units are effectively using reconnaissance drones in the area. As a result of the reconnaissance drone's sensitive observations, enemy elements are first detected. Then, the necessary information is provided to the attack units. However, the work of reconnaissance units is not only this. Reconnaissance drones also monitor the enemy's every move during operations. Important information such as which direction the enemy is in and which weapons it uses are also reported to the attack teams during the operation. Thanks to these coordinated operations, enemy targets are neutralized in the fastest and most effective way. This operation is not only a tactical success, but also a strong message to weaken the morale of the opposing side.
That's right.
Thanks to their technological superiority, Ukrainian troops continue to maintain control on the front line. May 17, 2025. The Kostiantynivka Pokrovsk line is located in the Donetsk region of eastern Ukraine and is currently one of the hottest and most intensely contested points on the front line. This area is located on the eastern front and is the scene of constant offensive attempts by Russian forces. Attacks with armored vehicles are particularly noteworthy. Russian forces attempted a new offensive with 2 armored vehicles and infantry. The Ukrainian army, on the other hand, once again showed that it was already prepared for this. The mines previously placed in the region were activated. While the armored vehicles were moving in the open terrain,
they put so much like metal plates on the tanks. It's crazy. Like, they'll just screw a bunch of different metals together and make a box. That way drones can't get in, and it helps, but after third or fourth drone, it breaks through anyway.
A big explosion occurred in the armored vehicle coming to the place where the mines were located. Despite the damage, the armored vehicle continued to advance. Although it continued to advance for a while, the plan of the Ukrainian forces was working. because there was going to be another mine attack. There was a second mine attack on the damaged vehicle, and the Russian armored vehicle could no longer move. Unmanned aerial vehicles, UAVs, dropped bombs on the immobilized armored vehicle, and the enemy vehicle was reduced to scrap. The other armored vehicle tried to escape, but it too could not escape the mines. Ukrainian troops successfully destroyed the enemy vehicle by detonating remote-controlled mines.
That's like a good old American machine gun over here, baby. I think. M24 something. I could be wrong. Let me know.
Вийшло. Вийшло з першого під'їзду. Щас почекай, хай вийдуть за комісію. Давай, Лінку.
Oh, here he goes. Wow. Oh. Ooh. Oh, look at the destruction. God, there's not a single living thing anymore. Oh, it's like a radio tower. They blew up. TV tower. It's a UFO! Oh my god, it's a UFO! Blow up. It's looking for a specific like box to blow up or something. I'm guessing. I don't know.
Есть.
Nice.
Выбрал цель.
Yeah, found his target. That's what he said. Nice. Beautiful. Hey, I get a lot of comments saying like, oh my god, I can't believe this guy's watching people die. These soldiers are dying and he's laughing and this is so sad. He just doesn't care. You know, I do care. And the biggest thing for me is that like, unfortunately, I don't feel as bad for the Russian soldiers because they are the invaders. So when I see comments like that, I either think you're a bot or you don't have a common sense. You ever heard of FAFO? Well, if you haven't, look it up. And it's that should explain it to you. If you don't want people to die, then maybe Russia shouldn't invade Ukraine and maybe there'll be a lot more people alive today. But unfortunately, we are in this situation now, so you don't feel as bad. Shout out to Iron Media for providing this video. Check them out. Their YouTube will be in the video description. And as always, subscribe, it's free. Підпишись, це безкоштовно. Хлопці, працюйте. Ви молодці. And we'll see you guys next time. До побачення.